Hello everyone, this is Gerald for Tech Tuesday for the week of April 2nd, 2019, and this week we are going to talk about Padlet. For those of you who do not know what Padlet is an application that's used to create an online bulletin board. And you can use it to display information for any topic. If we go on the Padlet web page, there's a little bit more of a description here. It says make beautiful boards, documents, and web pages that are easy to read and fun to contribute to. So how do you use Padlet? If you're a first timer, what you're going to need to do is once you get on Padlet.com, you click on sign up. It's free, and then you can sign up with your Google account or type in your username and password. So if you sign up with your Google account, it's going to ask you which Google account you want to sign up using, and then it's going to register you. I'm going to go back a little bit because I already have a Padlet. I'm going to show you how to sign in. So to sign into Padlet, again, once you're in Padlet.com, on the upper right corner there's a login button. Just click on that. It's going to ask you how you want to sign in. I'm going to sign in with my Google account. I'm going to choose my district account. And there you go. I'm in my Padlet. So first thing that we need to do is create a Padlet. And once you click on make a Padlet, it's going to take you to these different templates that you can choose from. I'm just going to choose the wall layout. I'm going to close this for a second. We're going to go back to that in a sec. But this is what the wall looks like. You have a title that is generated by Padlet, and you also have a description. If I wanted to change that, I would just double click on it and change it to say my Padlet about Padlet. And then description is for Tech Tuesday 04/02/2019. And then you have to remember, oops, fix that. You have to remember that after you make these changes, you got to click save so that whatever changes you made get saved. Now I'm going to close this again. We're going to get back into these options in a little bit. I'm going to close this and show you what we can do with a Padlet. All right, so I'm in my Padlet. There's no sticky note on it, but if I double click on it, there you go. We're going to have a Padlet post and say howdy, and I can write something there. Say how's your day been? And there are certain things that I can do. I can upload a file from my computer. Let's say I want to upload this one. And it's taking a little bit of time, but that happens sometimes. There you go. So that picture gets attached to it. I'm going to make another one, and I'm going to share a link. Let's say I've got a YouTube video. So we have this video that I want to share. I could just copy the link, go back to my Padlet, paste it there, save it. Just wait a little bit. Okay, and then say, watch this video about tech. I'm going to have that there. Another thing is we can Google images, videos, GIFs, and other things. So I'm just going to look for Peter Pan. I don't know what Peter Pan has to do with this, but there you go. You have Peter Pan, and I want to attach him, so I'm just going to click on him, and there he is. So to summarize, to create a new box, all you have to do is within your Padlet, you're going to double click. The new box is going to get created. You have the option to upload, to link to a website. You can look for different things using Google. You can actually take a picture using your webcam, and then there's the three buttons icon, which is always more options. And these are the other options that you can do. You can capture a video, record audio, record your screen, draw, add a location, or link to other Padlets. All right, now what if you have a box there and you didn't like it? All you have to do is hover over that box that you didn't like. As you can see when I'm hovering over the boxes, you have the options on the upper right corner that come out. If I wanted to remove it, all I have to do is just click on the trash can. So that's basically how Padlet works. What are some other things that we can do with a Padlet? Well, Padlet is highly customizable. That means that we can modify a lot of the things that we can see on my screen right now. If you wanted to, say, change the background, you didn't like the giraffe background, you can modify it. And two ways that you can do that is either by clicking on the title, it's going to open up the modify window, or I could go to settings and you can modify there again. So for the wallpaper, I can choose Holland, I can choose this, I can choose more options. So these are the other options that we have. I kind of like the brick one, so I'm going to go with that. However, you're not limited by the pictures that are on Padlet. In fact, if you go all the way to the top here, there's an add your own button. And when you click on that, you have two options. You can either paste a link to a photo or get a photo file from your images. So we're going to go with paste a link to your photo first. And I already have a photo that I found that I like. Following the Peter Pan theme, I'm just going to go here and I'm going to right click it and options are going to come out. I know you're not seeing the options, but one of the options is copy image address. That is what we need to left click on. So find copy image address and then left click on that. Next, you go back to your Padlet and you paste that link. Once you have that link there, click on this continue button. And it might take a little while, but it's eventually going to pop up. This is what my picture looks like. Does it look good? I think it does, so I'm going to click on OK, and it becomes part of your wallpapers. And as you can see, it is now my wallpaper. Now remember, if I wanted to keep the changes that I made, I'm going to have to click on Save before I click on Close. There, it's now my background. Going back to that, if I wanted to choose a file that I already have, I click on Add Your Own again, and then choose Image. I'm going to choose my Galaxy image there, and just be patient with it. And there you have it. That's my Galaxy image. It looks good to me, so I'm going to click on OK. And now it is again going to be part of my wallpaper options. So remember I said you got to click on Save before you exit this window. Let's see what happens if I just try to exit and cancel. Okay. If I cancel without saving, it's going to give me two options because it's going to say you have to unsave changes. Do you want to discard and close or keep working? If you discard and close, that Galaxy background is going to get written together with other changes that you made. Say if you made the if you change the title again, then that's not going to be saved. So I'm just going to keep on working. Then I'm going to save it so that whatever changes I made become permanent. Now, other things that you can modify are the post color. If you wanted to make it dark, you have a very bright background. Your font type, you can change that. And as you can see, the changes are happening in real time. You can use icons to symbolize what this is about. So I'm just going to click on the basketball. The basketball comes out there. Posting attribution, you have show the author's name above each post. So if I wanted it to be public, then I can click on that. Choosing where the next post appears. As you've noticed, whenever we create a new post, it always comes out on the left side. You can have it so that it comes out on the right side. You can have a profanity filter turned on, and I would suggest that if you're collaborating with the students. In terms of collaboration, you can have viewers comment on posts. You can do reactions. If you wanted to share this Padlet with your students or with your colleagues and wanted to make it easy to remember, then you can change this to, say, Padlet. And then again, make sure that you save all the changes that you make. So one last thing that I'd like to show you about the Padlet is how to get collaborators working with you on it. So to do that, you got to click on the more options here. And notice how we still have that modify button there. So there are actually 3 ways to modify it. But what we're looking for is either share or embed and invite people. Let's look at invite people first. So when you invite people, you're going to have 2 options there. You have people and privacy, and the other tab is share, export, embed. Let's look at people and privacy first. So in terms of privacy, you have 4 different levels of privacy for your Padlet. There's private, password protected, secret, and public. If you want to know what these 4 mean, you can click on what are these options, and private is when only you and the people you add as contributors can access the Padlet. Password protected means that anyone that has a password can access the Padlet. Secret is they don't broadcast it, but there's no password either. So anyone with the link or the QR code can access it, and public is anyone can just find your Padlet. You also have the option to give different levels of access to those who can access it. So they can either write on the Padlet, they can read and view posts but not add anything. They can moderate if you want them to. So you can add contributors by adding their email address, and that's your people and privacy. So let's go to share, export, and embed. These are different ways that you can give people access to your Padlet. One way is by printing out a QR code. Padlet has an app both in the App Store and in the Google Play Store. So there's an Android and Apple app for these. You can also share the Padlet via link. You can copy the link to the Padlet, paste it to a document, and or paste it to your email. You can directly email it. If you have a blog or a website, you can embed it within your blog. So if I click on that, you're going to have all this code. All you have to do is copy this, and once you get to your website, you just paste it there. You can share it on social media, and for students, this is a great way to give them easy access to this. It's just to share it on Google Classroom. Now to export it, you can export it as an image, as a PDF, as a CSV file, or as a spreadsheet. Let's see what it looks like if you export it as an image. And there you have it. That's what it looks like when you export it as an image. Now I'm going to export it as a PDF. And it gives you some options. You want it in letter size, A4, legal, portrait, or landscape mode. I'm going to leave it at letter and portrait and publish it. And this is what it looks like. So as an Excel sheet, I can save it as that. See what that looks like. Okay, so there's my Excel sheet. I'm going to open it up. So that's it for this week's Tech Tuesday. I hope you got something from that. Again, as we always say, if you have any questions or if there's anything at all educational technology related that Caleb or I can help out with, please let us know. We are just an email away, and thank you very much for watching this video. See you next week. Bye-bye.